What I'm about to show you is going to be more useful than ever in the next year or two of anime conventions, fan conventions, and Comic-Cons. A multivitamin. Take one with food once a day for at least 30 days, or 7 days before the convention, once a day during the convention, and 7 days after the convention. It's the best thing you can buy and use to prevent getting con crud. And with the great lockdowns of 2020, having almost everyone staying inside their homes for most of their times, people are more vulnerable to getting con crud due to everyone wearing masks and staying inside almost all day. People right now have a massive deficiency of zinc, vitamin D, and other vitamins and minerals that help the body's immune system. And since everyone has a massive deficiency of said minerals and vitamins, most people who have been staying home, people are more vulnerable to getting sick during conventions, and one of the sickness is con crud. And no amount of health and safety protocols, fan conventions, anime cons, and comic cons will implement will prevent you from getting con crud. So ultimately, your health and safety is your concern. It's ultimately your concern. Now, what is con crud? Con crud is a general term for any illness picked up during any anime convention, fan convention, or comic convention, or any convention. It's any type of flu-like illness that is more likely to be transmitted and spread at large conventions. Symptoms can vary similar and there are similar symptoms to the flu, the cold, pneumonia, or worse, the norovirus. And norovirus is a real nasty virus that is spread in cruise ships. And con crud can also be exacerbated by other factors, such as lack of sleep, lack of healthy foods, basically malnutrition from eating junk food during conventions or before a convention, or dehydration from airline travel. Yes, you can actually get dehydrated from flying planes. That's why they're always offer war. That's why airlines always offer war. Con crud symptoms can often appear towards the end of the convention or soon after leaving a convention, within 24 or 48 hours after the convention. And trust me, I had con crud at least once a year, especially during the winter, especially after Katsucon. And at one time, I was actually coughing up mucus. I was coughing almost every 10 minutes. Every 10 minutes, every time I breathe. Seriously, that actually happened to me. Now, you don't have to believe me. Seriously, if you don't believe me, here's a video I recorded during Katsucon 2019/Katsucon 15 of a video recording of an attendee explaining in her words what is con crud. I'll put it up right now.
People often talk about getting con crud, but really illness sort of propagates in any large grouping of people, and particularly in conventions where lots of people are packed in. Particularly in conventions where you'll sometimes have like 8 people packed in a room meant for 4. They're sleeping a lot closer than they normally would. They're breathing out people's air, so it's a lot easier to pick up an infection. So that's pretty much. And also people will most definitely. Did you get that?
Yeah.
People will definitely pick up illnesses more easily because they don't eat properly, and they also don't sleep properly. They don't drink enough water.
Yeah, that's good to know. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Now, when dealing with over 1,000 people or more in a hotel, convention center, or building, there's definitely a risk of getting con crud. Con crud is also known as the blotch or con plague. Con funk is also used as a way of saying con his way of saying this phenomenon, the blush or complex, but it's more used for the stench anyone can obviously smell from a person that did not take a shower. Basically, the con crud is basically a general term of the cold, the flu, pneumonia, and norovirus. There's no avoiding it in any convention, because any convention is effective for illnesses of all sorts. It is now more important than ever to take vitamins or multivitamins before and during the con to not only boost your immune system, but to rebuild it as well. If you cannot take a multivitamin, at least take vitamin D3 pills. Take vitamin D pills. Take vitamin D pills. Specifically, the vitamin D3 pills. Take it for at least once a day for 60 days with food. Now, as also there are other things as well. Wash your hands frequently, especially when you use the restroom. And you should do it anyway because it's good hygiene. There's one thing that happened during the quarantine pandemic. At least we have the importance of washing our hands every time we enter or leave the house or using the restroom. And what is more important, do not share drinks with other people. It's an easy way to get mono. And if you get mono during the convention, it's basically game over. And you're out for the count for the duration of the convention. Basically, all that money you spent for the airfare, convention badge, and hotel will be basically went down the drain. And if you do feel sick before the convention, days before the con, stay home. It's not worth the risk of you getting sick and getting ill and not be able to enjoy the con. At the same time, if you do feel sick once you enter 24 hours after the convention starts, if you do feel sick, wear a face mask. Prevent other people from getting symptoms, just in case you cough or sneeze. And especially take the 6-2-1 rule seriously over the next year or so. Basically, 6 hours of sleep, 2 healthy meals a day. Candy, snacks don't count. At least buy a sandwich, a bologna sandwich, and a salad, if that helps. And 1 shower a day. Now, if you sleep 3 hours a day and only eat 1 healthy meal a day, and drink plenty of water, the best thing you can do, minimum, is take a shower with soap and water. That is mandatory. Especially in roommate situations where you share a room with 4 or 5 people. That is more important now than ever in this day and age. So that's all I gotta say, folks. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. Leave a comment, share, ring the doorbell for notifications, and all that good stuff. I'll see you in the next video. Try to stay healthy and take care of yourselves, will you?